Welcome or welcome back, everybody. It is me, SimmerNef, aka Nefertiti, and we are back with another tutorial video. This video we're going to go over my favorite CC creators of all time. I do enjoy using these creators a lot in the gameplay, and I wanted to share those with you. If you are new here, please make sure to like, share, or subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions or have any suggestions of things you'd like to see. And let's get started. This is our base game sim that I have started with, and we're going to start my CAS CC creators first. Now, I do play Maxis Match for the most part. I do a little bit of a mixture of Maxis Match and Alpha CC, but I do prefer Maxis Match for most of my gameplay because I do like the way the Sims animations look, so I like to make sure that my Sims look closer to what the Sims provides. If you notice in the background, it is the CAS background replacement that I have downloaded from Large Tater Tots. This was covered in my last mods video, so if you want to see that, check that out. But also, I have the More Traits in CAS mod in my game, and I just add 2 extra traits to my Sims just to kind of give them a little bit more storyline and dimension. So as you can see, this is a base game sim that I use. She has very hairy legs, so we're going to go ahead and remove her leg hair. And how I start with my gameplay is I make sure that my Sims have no anything on their body, nothing. Everything is base game and bare. I do have an underwear replacement mod in place for my Sims because I just wanted to have them have a different default underwear than the ones that is given to them in the game. To start, now this skin tone is provided by the base game, and it's actually not it's not the worst of the skin tones that the base game gives you. EA did recently give us a significant amount of skin tones in the game that are pretty decently accurate to what black people look like. Now, I personally, as a person who plays black Sims and is a black Simmer herself, I do like when I can use a lot of different skin colors for my black Sims. Maxis really just handles most of my skin tones, to be quite frank with you. But I do use some of the other ones, Simply and Juta, and I also use Vibrant Pixels. I believe Vibrant Pixels was one of the first of the skin tones that I use, and I can't tell you which ones are which, to be quite frank. I think the ones with the wrench are Vibrant. I think Maxis obviously is the ones with the little corners, and then Simply and Juta comes around somewhere in here as well. But because my daughter and I both share the account and we use Sims at the same time, I do make sure that I have a lot of different options for my skin tones so that my daughter, honestly, can have options to play her occult Sims, because she does play occult Sims much more than I do. So you can do all sorts of different dimensions. You can adjust the Sims, color tone, color skin, and you just have a lot more options than the game allows. So just to give you an example, these are the base game black people that they have, and they look a little ashy. And that's even with the overlay default that I have in there. So it doesn't look the best it could possibly look. So if you want something like this and you want to get a little bit more dimension, then you can get here, because now they look like a person. So this sim I'm making is going to, I think we're going to go this route, right? And then you can also do the slider, and it changes their color. I enjoy it. I like adjusting the hue, and it changes like their full skin color. Like it just hops 1, 2, 3, and so on. So we're gonna go ahead with that color right there. All right, so that's where we start. We're gonna go now into the skin details category. This is one of my favorite categories too. I live in this category when I do my CAS. And to start, we are going to obviously go with Northern Siberia winds. If you do not have Northern Siberia winds in your game, I would like you to stop what you're doing and go ahead and get them in your game. All of their overlays are in here. And they have overlays for, I believe, Alpha and Maxis Match. So it doesn't matter what type, but they have it. They're one of the best. Look at this. Like, this is the Northern Siberia winds, full body soft rose preset, the obsidian skin and face mask preset, and there's also the Northern Siberia winds little heart preset. And I use these 3. I kind of interchange between these 3 the most, and some of them are full body, some of them are preset with the skin with just the face only. Even though you've chosen a skin tone for them, you can add some more dimension to how they look in the game, and they just look absolutely gorgeous. It's my #1 mod in the game. I cannot live without Northern Siberia Winds. #1 CC creator when it comes to anything CAS related. I don't play about Northern. Okay, Northern Siberia Winds owns this. They lock this up. Throw away the key. It's their jam. They also have skin overlays where it helps you with like the aging of a sim. I think I have my sim here as an adult, so I'm gonna put her as a young adult. Another creator that I really enjoy for my skin overlays are Twisted Cat. Now, just to give you an idea of what a skin overlay is, it just kind of gives like a creamy look and feel to the sims, so they look so good. In my opinion, it's just, honestly, it's the goals that we have for our skincare. This is kind of what they would look like, right? And I really enjoy this overlay. Now, Twisted Cat, they have skin overlays for both the face only as well as the full body, and the same thing for different levels. And they have all kinds of skin overlays. I can't even begin to name the number of different skin overlays that they use and the names of them, because Twisted Cat kind of owns the game. They even have it with face blemishes, with freckles, just to give you a more realistic look to your sims, and also, again, like I said, dimensions. And they look very Maxis matched to me, and I think it works beautifully. I'm a fan. Another skin overlay that I have just recently found is Strudel. This kind of gets you a little bit more texture to the skin in like a Maxis match format, and it also provides like eye bags and stuff like that on the sim's face, which I think is super awesome. I just started using this skin overlay as well. Its name is Gaia. Gaia is one of my favorites as well. It only has 2 options here, but you don't really need much. So like if you want to make a sim, let's say they work a lot and they're really tired, you want to give them a little eye bag situation, you can use that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just awesome. Now, there are some other overlays that I enjoy, but like Mocha overlay is awesome. It smooths everything out, makes them look absolutely gorgeous. And then especially for my sims of color, I love this overlay so much, just because then you can kind of get like small little details in there to kind of like give your sim the dimension that you're looking for. Okay, so Oat Milk is another one. I think this is the last of them. Love them. It's excellent. And then this one gives them more texture and also like small little wrinkles. So let's say you're trying to have a sim look a little bit more like the age range, like if you're doing an adult sim or an elder sim, you could probably go ahead and use Oat Milk skin overlay for that. I also have, for my alpha girlies, Ebonics. We all know Ebonics owns it on the alpha CC. Like, we can't even front. Ebonics has some incredible skin overlays that just look fantastic, but it does make your sim look a lot more realistic and much more, they look way more realistic than I'm comfortable with. So with Ebonics, I typically use this one when I'm making a specific type of sim, and then I'll like scale it back. So Chamomile does some really cute skin overlays where you can get things for like the eyes, the freckles, and the eye bridge. And then there's also skin overlays that do vitiligo. So if you want to have a sim that has vitiligo or has any kind of different types of skin defects of any kind, you could use this overlay. And this one is more of an alpha overlay of the vitiligo, but I believe there is others that you can use as well. These are some of my overlays, right? Now, I do have a lot of other CC creators that I use. So for instance, if I want my sims to have freckles or any kind of skin blemishes on their face, I would go and I use Praline Sims. They have really cute overlays for that. If I need to put deeper circles under their eyes, I have this overlay. Prixis Face Kit is another one that I just recently got into, and this is kind of how you can do small details to change the look of the sim without having any overlay on them at all. Excellent work. All 10 out of 10, no notes. All right, so I think for this sim, now that we've gone over all the overlays and we see kind of what they look like based on that, I think we're gonna go with Northern. We should have already known we were gonna do Northern, okay? Like, I don't know what you want me to say, all right? But we're gonna probably go with Northern, and I think I'm gonna go with this overlay because I love how the eyes look. Now for presets, before we continue with the skin details, I do have some more presets. If you don't have the time to deal with skin details and you're just not a fan, let me tell you about my skin preset people that I love. Let's start with the top of the head. So we got 4 heads. I have 3 presets for Northern Siberia winds for the head shape, and you can use any of these to kind of get the look that you're looking for with the sim. I also have preset eyebrows. The main creator for the eyebrows is Twisted Cat, Praline Sims. If you have just those 2 in the game, you're good. You don't need anything else in terms of eyebrows. Obviously, you would want to make sure that the hair and the skin matches, but the eyebrows are so clean. They're so realistic. You want 2016 eyebrows, they got you. You want 2025 eyebrows, they got you too. All of them are there, and they even have eyebrows that are really good for your male sims that I think are really nice, and you could look at those too. And they're my favorite eyebrow creators. As for my eyes preset, I live off of Northern Siberia Winds and Obscurus. Their eye presets are pretty much top 10 faves in terms of when I'm creating sims. I love Northern Siberia Winds' eye presets the most, but Obscurus also comes in on a hard second. Like, they look at these. Like, these are so good. And Obscurus, sometimes like the eyebrows and the eyes get a little weird, but then I go into CAS and then I just go into the skin details and I adjust them using skin details right after. And it just depends on the type of eye shape that you're looking for, but 100%. Actually, was it Evo Ixer, I want to say? I love this eye preset. They're not even either of the 2. This is cute. I haven't seen this. And so then if you go into detail edit mode, you can just go in, and then I like to like lift up the eye. I like big eyes. It's just my jam. And then I just kind of like maybe do a squinty eye. Something like that. Beautiful. I also have eye color presets that I have downloaded from the game, for the game. And again, these are from Occult Sims. I'll list some of the creators of the eye color presets, but the eye color and like the iris and how it looks, they look much more realistic when you use these. So I truly enjoy these eye presets the most. I try my best not to get too realistic because sometimes it gets a little scary. But I do like these. Like, you see how in the corner of their eyes, like it looks, I just love that. I think that's so cute. I don't know if I like her eyes like this though, so it's probably gonna change. Now for the nose presets, my favorite preset creators, if you can't tell by now, I love me some Northern Siberia Winds. And again, if you are creating sims of color, really what I do is I'll get the nose presets from Northern and then I will expand it out a little bit just to make them look like a black person. But I just love their presets. Another creator is Obscurus. Again, they also have really nice presets for noses, and in their presets they even get to that bridge area. I also like I just got to this creator recently and I have been really enjoying their presets for sims. And then there's also some, again, that Ixor, Symbionts, and Stretch Skeleton. They have some cute presets that I've enjoyed and have used. I think for this sim, I am going to use, see this one I love using, Female Pros preset. And I don't know who is this, but this female nose preset I love because, again, I love a good realistic black girl nose. Like, I just want a nice, good bell pepper nose. Like, I do struggle with same face syndrome. I won't even hold you. So I sometimes try to not have that. In order to not have that, I do try to make sure that I don't make my Sims in my likeness often. As I'm literally doing right now, I'm doing that right now, but I'm trying my best. The cheeks preset, Obscurus and Northern Siberia Winds. And it's actually a jaw preset. I want to say jaw. But Obscurus, hands down. I use this preset often for the jaw line. But Northern Siberia Winds also does a really good jaw. And they do a lot smoother, like supple type of jaw, which is kind of cute. And then the same thing for the ears. I even have ears presets. Even before the fairies came out, I went and used Lumia's preset, Obscurus, as well as Northern Siberia Winds. And so I do sometimes I mess with the ears, but for the most part, I leave the ears to be whatever they are, you know, based on whatever the base game gives me. I don't really go too crazy with the ears, to be quite honest with you. And then of course we have mouth presets. Now my mouth presets are pretty varied. My favorite presets for my Sims are, you guessed it, Northern Siberia Winds. Most of my mouth presets are Northern. If I use a preset at all, Northern would be it. I also love the presets from Obscurus. They have some really great realistic lips, and they also give you some open mouth, like cute little like open mouth looks, like a little bit of teeth showing. They're really interesting. But Twisted Cat actually comes in really nicely with the mouth presets, and they even give you like cute little mouth corners, so it looks very realistic, and I love how they look, and I love how realistic they look. Magic Bot is another preset I use for my other Sims. So if I want to have like a smaller lip for certain Sims that I'm making, I use that preset. I think for this Sim, I'm going to go with Twisted Cat for her lip. All right, so she's actually looking pretty nice. I feel like I'm making Imani all over again, because this is kind of what Imani looked like. I also use Tidy CAS in my game to organize the overlay, so that way I'm not deleting overlays by trying another one. So I do have that. So some skin details I use. I love Northern Siberia Winds, because like this is the, I forgot what that is called above your lip, but that detail. They have like an over mouth detail, kind of like a contour detail for the lips and the mouth. So it kind of looks so realistic. And then if I want, push her mouth out a little bit, I would do it that way. Oh, she looks so cute. I love her mouth set like that. That's so cute. So I kind of go in, and I like to go back and forth. So I'll go back and forth between like the mouth preset and the detail that comes with the mouth preset. So I'll do both. My favorite skin detail over all the details, Oh So Smooth 2 by Lumia. The only one. I can't not use this skin detail. And the only way to use this and then still be able to use those other details that I was used to using before, how I do that, you'll see in a minute. Because with that Tidy CAS system, it shows you like what you can use in that category. So when I get to this level of category for the skin details, or this part of the category, like this is the mouth crease is what they call it, I just go straight to Oh So Smooth. I click on that, and then I get to my next. This is the freckles category, and the game comes with some really good freckles. Now for whatever reason, I don't know why, but they also have other skin details in there, so I don't really go off the name, but I do have skin details that I use in here. And so again, you can get Northern Siberia Winds, and these skin details now affect like the overlay of the eyes. Smaller details are now looked at here. So I love these details, and so it smooths out the eyes. So like that eye preset that I chose, and then I fixed her eyes up, boom, cleaned it up immediately. So now it kind of got me kind of what I was looking for with that detail. The same Oh So Smooth or Oh Smooth detail from Lumia, and with the overlay Still Chosen from Northern Siberia Winds, all at the same time. And then you can also do some miscellaneous details. And so there is another creator that I love, which is by OK-Ru. And these are the miscellaneous details, and they're literally named miscellaneous details. And it's literally your cheekbones, your forehead, your lips, your nose, under your eyes, your mouth crease. Everything you could possibly think of is in the details. And it just gives them dimension. Excellent stuff. I also have hairlines available, and I believe these are from Shea Butter, if I'm not mistaken. There's also little details, and I'll put the name of the creator for who makes the little details. So for instance, I do want to add a little bit more realistic look, so I kind of want to get like little creases, face creases in the eyes or the lips or the forehead, and you can just make some updates and changes to their dimensions of their face. So if I want to make changes to her eyes, we can do that. And these categories are multiple, so you can, if you want to do this detail but then another detail from the same creator, you would just go to different parts of the skin detail section. So here is usually where I would add like dimension to their eyelids or their whole eye area if I felt like it. All up to me and how I choose to do it. Or if I want to add dimension to their eye bags, I can do that here. So this is an excellent CC creator. They're so good and look so real. I think what I'm going to do is add this crease right here in their eyelid. I like that look. Now, if I want to add eyelashes, Kijiko, they're the first of their kind to do the 3D lashes, and I love Kijiko. And so I go in and I'll add eyelashes from Kijiko, and they have different types. This one you have to keep an eye out for because the lashes do get updated often because of the game patches. But this is kind of how I like to put eyelashes on in skin detail so that they stay on the whole time. But you have to be mindful that sometimes they don't mesh well with glasses or hats. Northern Siberia Winds has some really great nose details. So again, if you want to fix like the different nose details or change how the nose shape look, you can come right here in Northern and do that. If you want to do a little highlight on the nose, natural highlight on the nose, Northern Siberia Winds would have those options for you. I also have some default teeth replacements from MagicBot. I enjoy using these a lot. Simtone also has some cute replacements. They just look a little bit more realistic. I get down and dirty with it. Like I get into the teeth, y'all. Like it's so serious. Cheek details also come into play. And then if you want to add like natural highlight, I use this Sims Creator MM for my Sims. And then as you go further into the levels, it comes down and then you just pick the colors that go best with your Sims skin tone. So it depends on how much highlight you want to have. There's also Northern Siberia Winds. They have a matte face sculptor and a matte face overlay that you can add on top of everything else that you've already done in the skin details, which is excellent. I also have, I think this is like a mouth mask, so you can add like the little lines that go on the lips with the mouth mask. This is also another overlay on the lips, and it kind of changes the lips to look a little bit more like lips. You can also add liner to the lips, and this is from Northern Siberia Winds. They have lip liner, and then of course the same lip details that were from before, from the previous skin details. If you want to add to them on top of what's already in skin details, you would come over here. So if I want to have a natural lip liner for my Sims, I can come over here and do that. Or if I want to do a lip mask and have the Sims have just realistic looking lips, I come over here and do that. Sometimes if you want to have them have tinted lips, you can use the miscellaneous detail. And in here is where you can add some more looks. Now we're going to get into the hair, which is my favorite part for the CC creators. I'm obsessed with the hair Maxis Match specifically. I now am almost exclusively Maxis Match with my hair. So this is the custom hair creators that I love using. Now, some of the alpha CC creators that I do sometimes use, we have Sonia Sims has some really good alpha hair that I love, and I do sometimes use alpha hair every once in a blue moon because it just is so good. If you guys recognize this lovely hair color right here, you might recognize this from Barbie Legacy Challenge. Housewife Barbie had this hair, and in fact, Housewife Barbie had this face. She looks very similar to Housewife Barbie, but I love these. So these are some of my alpha hair creators that I do use from time to time. This is the only hair I have from this creator. It's called Uxji. I don't think I could find another hair creator for this. For my textured girlies, if you want to have more texture, the hairlines are so immaculate. Everything is just so immaculate with these creators. I love this one hair. It's all they have. I'm gonna go back and see if I find more, but this is all I found. Enrique is another hair creator that I use often, and I get some really cute Maxis Match hairs from them. I love their hairs. It's very different, and you also have a lot of swatches available. For my anime girlies, or just, you know, other different Sims, Johnny Sims, incredible work. One of my top 10 hair creators that I love using. Their hair is very anime leaning, also androgynous leaning. So if you want to make, you know, that really sexy androgynous lady Sim, right here, especially the pixie cuts. Like, oh, do you see the material? Incredible. Her eyebrows are getting on my nerves, so we need to go fix that. But I love this cut. I love this cut. This pixie cut is everything on her. She just looks so good. I'd also say Gigi Sims. Gigi Sims makes great hair. And again, you might recognize some of this hair from our lovely Adria. Adria Montgomery does have this current hair in her head right now. I love this, like, when I want to play with natural hair or textured hair for my girlies, because as you guys know, the game doesn't really give us a lot of options. Gigi Sims is my go-to. Like, the material, you can't deny the material. Like, it's so cute. Now, another hair creator that I use the most, Twisted Cat. I wait for those public releases like a shoe is dropping, okay? Twisted Cat, come to the front of the class. My girl, you know what you're doing. The hair is so cute. The hairlines are so accurate. They are so perfect. They look so good on all of my Sims. If you are an OG, I use Twisted Cat's hair for one of my Sims in Joy of Life, and this is the hairstyle she has. I'm obsessed. I 100% can't get enough of Twisted Cat's hair. I think this hairstyle I've seen on almost everybody's Sim on YouTube. Like, everyone eats this one down. Sim celebrity, it's in the name. Like, your Sims will look like a celebrity. They have clean cut, beautiful hairstyles. Once again, another one I see often. Sim celebrity makes incredible looks for the hair. They look so good. They look famous. They look like money, okay? Love, look at this, like old Hollywood glam. And they're very Maxis Match, but it's so gorgeous. A. Harris O. Brittany. Another hair creator I will absolutely recommend. She has some really good varying hair. She has textured hair. She has straight hair, wavy hair, curly hair, you name it, she has it. A. Harris O. Brittany has all kinds of different hairstyles, and she has so much. I don't even think I have all of it in the game. I go on that website and I find a new hairstyle every other week. And she even gives you different types of looks. So the hair in the front, some of the hair in the front, some of the hair in the back, all the hair in the back, all the hair in the front, hair in your face, no hair in your face. Like, she gives you variation, she gives you drama, she gives you options. She is so cute. I like using her hair a lot for my teen Sims the most. She has really good hair for like teen Sims and really good hair for young adult Sims. I like her hair for that mostly. For my black Simmers, if you really want some really good quality textured dreadlock lock looks, twists, or bantu knots, or the what we call poodle puffs. I'm not sure what this hairstyle is called, but I love this hairstyle. I do this with my daughter's hair all the time. I use hair for almost all my black Sims actually have some level of shea butter in their hair because I'm obsessed. She has different size afro puffs. She has different size, you know that like in between weave hairstyle. You get your little ponytail at the top, little pony puff. They do such an incredible job with afro textured hair, and I cannot stop raving about them. They just do such good work. Sims Trouble is one of the best to do it. Again, lots of different variations with hair in the face, no hair in the face. And with Sims Trouble, they even give you different options of coloring the hair. So if you want to have layers, or if you want to have ombre hair, Sims Trouble does give you the options to do that as well. I love Sims Trouble's hair CC. I use a lot of her CC in a lot of my Sims hairstyles. It's kind of insane how much hair I have from Sims Trouble. And then another one I use for sure is Daylife Sims. Those vacation braids, you can definitely, her braid looks are so clean to me. They look so real. They look so realistic. Oh my god. And they have the beautiful hairlines. Definitely love me some Daylife Sims. And Aretha B. Baby. Aretha B. Oh my goodness. Whenever I want to make a bougie girl Sim, I come and get Aretha B. I come for Aretha B immediately. If I want to make a bougie Sim that got lots of money, and she got the bust down middle part, and she got the bundles in lock, and she don't never walk out the house without the hair laid to the side, laid, sprayed, and dyed. Oh my god, I come and get Aretha. I love her looks and the details, like the tuck in the air. Oh my god, this is so good to me. She is so talented. Now Ebonics doesn't make any more. I don't know why, but Ebonics, again, top tier alpha CC hair. But for some reason, honestly, this is my thing. The Dark and Lovely pack that she did some ways back, excellent work. Now it is considered alpha hair, right? But I honestly love using this in my Sims. Like, I love these. This is so cute to me, and I love Ebonics hair CC. Like, this is, look at the material, and I love the volume in the back, because oftentimes when you get this hairstyle, this always like flat in the back and looks so crazy when they turn around. So I love this hairstyle. I think this Sim is gonna get a pixie cut though. She's probably gonna be pixie cut. Like, her face card is not declining in any way, and never will. And so probably gonna do this. Look at this. Look at the, like, love this look. Oh, this is so gorgeous. I also have piercings, jewelry CC that I love to use. Praline Sims is a great creator for a lot of the accessories, makeup. Praline Sims is really like top tier. I really enjoy them, so I love getting like Praline Sims CC. I just got into them, and you can do multiple piercings. Still, my favorite jewelry creator is Praline Sims. Sims Trouble also makes incredible jewelry CC that I like to use often, and so I kind of go and I use her CC. It's really cute. I also love to use Rimmings. They have a lot of like the designer jewelry that, you know, we have around, and so I do get some Rimmings jewelry often. Rimmings is a really great creator, mostly for clothing, but they do fantastic work with the jewelry CC. So I'm going to give her these cute little earrings because she's just giving me bougie vibes, and I think that's going to be great. I do play with glasses often because, again, I do make them in my likeness. And in the glasses category, there is also eyelashes that you can use. And so you have Twisted Cat here. Now, like I said before, when you're using the Kijiko lashes from the skin details category, glasses are not an option. So if you do plan on having your Sims have lashes and glasses, then you would have to do is, and I'm going to do that right now, you would go in and you would take off the lashes from Kijiko. So I'm going to take her lashes off. And I have the No EA Lashes mod in my game so that you don't have anything on them because it looks kind of crazy. Keep that mod updated because the toddlers do look like demon children and you don't want that to look crazy. You could get lashes from the glasses category. And so this is Twisted Cat. They make some really great lashes, but we're going to go over lashes in a minute for the 3D lashes. But again, so I do use Praline Sims. Their accessories are top tier, 10 out of 10, no notes. I love Aretha B's accessories. They're so cute to me. She does a really great job. And again, Kijiko with the 3D lashes, like, come on, look at the material. You cannot deny that. So let's say you're not going to use lashes. You just want to get some, you know, you're not going to use glasses, but you want some lashes on your Sims. You can go and use the glasses category for the lashes. But Kijiko, I mean, they're the OGs. Like, they know what they're doing. All right. So, like I said before, with the makeup look, I do use a ton of makeup for my Sims. And I have the No EA makeup mod in my game. So that way I can choose the makeup each look will have for all of my Sims. So for the makeup, my favorite creators are always going to be Praline Sims and Twisted Cat. Especially the eyeshadow. Crypticism also can get all of my time. Every single time. Nowhere does anyone else do. And even though they still do that same dramatic eye look or whatever, sometimes if I want to do like a good smoky eye, you can just get Crypticism in on the looks, child. They're incredible. Cosmetic is another another Sims creator that does a great job with eyeshadow. Yeah, see, this is beautiful, beautiful work. Cosmetic they're just really good with the details. I think that's my favorite part. As you can see, I do Praline the most when it comes to eyeshadows. They have so many different options, so many different looks. Under eye with the eye crease, the cut crease, they've got it down pat. They even have your editorial model look. Like, every kind of eyeshadow look you can possibly think of is being done with Praline Sims, and I think they're so gorgeous. So for this Sim, I think I'm going to actually go with that cosmetic look I just saw earlier, even though I just sat there and just raved because I'm just giving her a cute little natural look for right now. But a lot of the makeup that I use, eyeliner, everything, is Praline Sims. I really don't touch anything else. Twisted Cat has some good eyeliner looks as well, and so sometimes I do go in there. And then CS by SS, I also have a newfound love for, and so I do sometimes use their eyeliner. Now for the lashes, Northern Siberia wins. They have a 3D lash collection, and with their 3D lash collection, you can get small, medium, and large, and you can choose for them to be hat or glasses compatible. And so what I do is, if I know my Sim is going to be wearing hats, I'll change the lashes to glasses. If I know my Sim is going to be wearing glasses in another look, I'll change that same lash to hats. You understand? Just so that way I can get the look I'm looking for. And I'm going to take the eyeliner off so that you can see the lashes, but the lashes are so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And they're so realistic and beautiful. Twisted Cat also, no notes, love the lash looks that Twisted Cat comes out with. They have a little bit more dramatic eyelashes. Let me go ahead and take out the eyeshadow so you can see. But yes, Twisted Cat, excellent, excellent work with their lashes as well. I really do love their 3D lashes. Now, Sims is someone else that I have started to kind of like dabble in with. They make some lashes too, but mostly I just live with Northern Siberia Winds. Like, I really don't have I don't have anything else to say. Like they make the best 3D lashes in the game as of now. Outside of Kijiko, like Northern Siberia Winds is incredible. They do such good work, and I really love how their lashes come out. Lipstick creators, yeah, Northern Siberia Winds do have some cute little gloss overlays. Obviously, we're not going to do this one because it looks like she stuffed her face in a cake of frosting. Whoops. So if you want like a cute like gloss, like a nude gloss for your Sims, this is a great creator for that. And I like using Northern Siberia often. And then obviously you have to put some liner on it just so it doesn't look crazy. It's up to you how you choose. And you also can do some textured lips as well. So in this case, like if I want the liner to be there and I want it to also look kind of like an ombre look, sometimes I come in and I'll do Northern Siberia. But if you can't tell by now, Praline Sims, all of it. Look at this. This is amazing. Now there is some other ones. Twisted Cat comes in right in the tight second. They have some incredible lipsticks and lip colors that I just am obsessed with, and I love their work. And the same thing goes for Crypticism. Crypticism has the lip liners kind of built in, so you just use the correct colors. CS by SS is another one, but sometimes they don't match the lip shape that I've chosen, so I try to make sure that I get the correct colors that work with the sim that I'm making. My favorite one I've used, and I think I've used this on all of them, is Cocoa or Cacao Gloss by Urban, because I just love that ombre look, and it just, I eats down every single time. It's, oh my god. And then there's also the Honey Gloss. Just, I can't get enough of it. So those are my favorite creators for the makeup. So let's start with the body presets. Now my favorite CC creators for body presets are Northern Siberia Winds. They have a really great female body presets. I also have some body presets that I use for my plus size Sims, which I like because I find that the plus size Sim body preset is not as realistic in my opinion, and I just don't, I can't get with it. Obscurus also has some really great presets, and especially for like again, like with your plus size Sims, I like the preset because it looks a little bit more realistic than what is in the game. I also have some custom sliders in my game, so I can do stuff with their boobies. I have sliders with their arms. I also have custom sliders with their height. I have height sliders. You can make them tall and short. I have feet sliders in the game, and you can lift them up off the ground. I have sliders for their calves. I have sliders for their thighs, and everything in between. Like I got all the sliders, child. I've got sliders for their head. Like I got everything. Sliders for their shoulders. All of that. I'm making a plus size Sim because I do want to have like more plus size Sims in the game. Okay, so now we don't have same face syndrome as bad. So for the body category, my favorite CC creators are Yuno. I also have these, if you like the BBL Sim, bam, right here. And I'm gonna go back and put her in, I think it was the Obscurus preset. The thing about the game is that the way they do plus size people is just so weird to me, because I'm just like, I need this part to be a little bit more realistic, because the preset in the game is not right. Like, this does not make sense. And it drives me bananas. So bananas. So I try to like bring it in a little bit. And so I start with the base preset, and then I'll click on my preset that I want to use so that it gives them the dimensions I'm looking for. Which I know seems crazy, but it works. Trust me, it works. But it's the only way I can get my plus size Sims to look like actual plus size people who have actual shapes, you know, and different shape things. I also have a cleavage overlay for the boobies in the game as well. Now for the clothing, we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna start in order as we see them. Bashiana is one of my favorite CC creators that I use. Bashiana does an incredible job with realistic CC that you can have your Sims in, and I 100% love it. Now her body is being cut off right now because I don't think it's like built for like plus size Sims, which is fine, but I do love using Bashiana's work on my Sims. It's so cute, they're so realistic, but I love her stuff, especially if I'm making like a business lady Sim or a classy Sim. She has really cute looks. Another Sim creator, she makes really great clothing. I have just a couple of her pieces, is Twisted Cat. Twisted Cat is mostly obviously skins and overlays, but she does have some cute stuff that I do get from time to time. Now there's one creator that I have everything, and I say everything, I mean everything. Everything she has ever created, I have, and her name is Sentate. I have every Sentate creation in my game. Sentate is your bougie girl's dream. She has some great pieces. My boyfriend knows Sentate's name. Like, I download all of Sentate's CC. If I could take all of the CC out of my game and keep one piece of CC in my game, it would be Sentate's. A Harriso Brittany, again, for your teen Sims, love her work. She has such cute, simple pieces, and I love using them. She has bodysuits, she has tops, crop tops, collared crop tops, sweaters, turtlenecks, everything in between. Her stuff goes really great with like teen Sims, and I like using her stuff. Aretha B, another one I like to use for like teen Sims, but also for like the grown working Sims. Really great work for her. So another creator I use, and this creator took me a minute to find them, but it's Jolie Bean, and I love the looks that Jolie Bean comes up with. She's one of my top 10 creators for CC clothing, especially the Maxis match looks. I love her stuff. Criticism also has some really cute stuff. But Astia 96, if you want to, they have some really cute like corporate wear that I like using, especially for my business baddie corporate girly Sims storylines. I love Astia 96. Kaio, excellent workout clothes. Like, if you really want to have your Sims looking right in the workouts department, you can't go wrong with it. Kaio. Rimmings, like I had mentioned earlier, they do a lot of alpha CC, but their clothing is top tier, top notch, and I do a mixture of both, like I said earlier. So this creator Serenity is another one that I do love using for my Sims clothing CC. Serenity is really cute stuff, and so I love using her stuff. Like, this suit dress is top tier. Love this. She also has some really simple but cute swimsuits that I like using, and also my rich girl clothing. I love her stuff so much. I even use some of her maternity clothes. She just recently dropped a maternity line, and then for my Barbie series, I do sometimes utilize her looks for that as well. Snooty Sims, and she just makes the best looks. I also really like Cal's wedding collection for the wedding dresses and things like that. I love using Cal's work. And then I also have a soft spot for this other creator, Ayelia. She has beautiful dresses that you just cannot deny. Like, the material is amazing. Sifix, again, also really beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns.
Taylor Swift.
Okay, great gowns, beautiful gowns.
Now we're gonna get into the shoes, honey. So my favorite shoes creators, they're actually outside of Sentate, because Sentate makes all CC for all clothes. Madeline is incredible. I love Madeline's shoes. I'm gonna change my Sims outfit out of this jumpsuit. I don't know why I have her in this jumpsuit. And it's so cute. They're so realistic. Twisted Cat has some shoes as well. Bashiana also has some shoes that are okay. They're pretty decent. But Sentate I mean, need I say more? If you can't tell, I'm a Scentate girly. Like, if you take all the CC out and just leave Scentates in there, I'd be okay. Another favorite shoe creator that I really love is Dallas Girl. I just found her stuff recently, and I think her shoes are so cute. And I love her stuff. I get a lot of my sandals from her, and I use a lot of the sandals that she has. I also love Juice. If I'm not wearing Scentate shoes on my Sims, I do a lot of Juice shoes. Specifically for like my older Sims who are not going to be in those 6-inch heels that Scentate typically makes. So I typically, like if I want to do a cute little like Mary Jane, like a Mary Jane shoe like this one, I would definitely go and use Juice. Juice makes shoes better than anyone. I mean, look at the details. They're so cute. And there's all types of shoes. You have different boots, you have snow boots, even the cute little sandals. I think Audrey has a set pair of sandals on like this right now. They also have really cute sneakers, and they look so realistic, and they look so good. I love Gio's shoes. And again, same thing with Serenity B. She has some really cute shoes that I use, but to be quite frank, Scentate, Gius, and Madeline are all you really need when it comes to your shoe CC. So these are the CAS creators. Once again, my name is SimmerNef, aka Nefertiti, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment below of any CC creators or builders that you want to see more of, and always give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and we will definitely see each other again soon. Don't forget to check out my Let's Plays, Room for Rent, as well as the Barbie Legacy Challenge. If you don't know, Barbie Legacy Challenge is on hiatus at the current moment because my save file is acting a plumb fool. So we will definitely reconvene with Barbie Legacy once I can get that save file under control. But definitely don't miss the next episode of Room for Rent, which will be out next week, and it is the mid-season finale. So again, I will see you guys soon. Ta-ta!